Whoa, whoa. You know, honestly, this may even be a first that you've ever even seen this model before. Whoa. So I finally got my I got a new monitor, I got a new setup, I got a bunch of new fancy stuff. Now I have a monitor that's like above me, so I can like actually monitor my movements. So I can finally stop using my 3D model every single time that I do a commentary video. So you finally get my live 2D models. Because I could actually see what I'm doing for once, and it doesn't look like I'm staring over here the entire time. So it's not really awkward and being like, oh yeah, oh, is there something to the side there? Yeah, there's someone holding a gun to my head right off the side. You just can't see them. No, they're not in my head. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're in my head. It's not how that works. But of course, we're back at it again with the daily commentary. Last second, as always. You know what? It's probably not even going to be fully HD by the first time you see it. Who knows? Maybe you won't even get a notification. Maybe you didn't even click on the video because it wasn't a topic that you were interested in. Who knows? Who knows? That's the best part about this. But this is the chibi model. I haven't used a chibi model in a very, very long time. I used to use it a ton just because of how bouncy and expressionful it is. Like I don't know, it has such good, like, wait, there's also like I can also like, and I don't know, there's so many like really, I don't know, there's a lot of good stuff here. There's a lot of, you got like a little bit of, I got a huge dwink, I got a dwink, I got you know, I don't know. It's a very, it's an old model. It's really good. One of my favorites. I stopped using it a lot because people kept calling me small, and you know, like I can't blame them if I'm literally a chibi. This is my chibi model. But if you look at a lot of the older clips on the old, you know, the way back when we weren't doing daily posts, there's a lot of the clips that came from me using this model just because it was newer, and it was also it was really bouncy, very expressionful, very nice. You know, so. um But I kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown of the animes that I've seen so far, which are, you know, animes of this season, as well as like where I'm at. Because my goal is to basically watch every single anime that came out this season and end up making like a big video of I watched all these animes so you don't have to. I'll tell you if they're good or not. And I kind of want to give you a little update because I feel like I've made a decent bit of progress. I've been watching them with people. Most of these I'm not watching alone, and it's been a ton of fun to like actually watch these with people. So I'm kind of gonna give it like a little tiny review of what I've seen. You'll be able to see the progress. So far, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 animes this season, with like at least 2 episodes up my belt, up my book. Some of which were recommendations, others of which were what I should avoid, and others of which is just stuff that I thought would be funny, so I started watching it. I'm obviously nowhere near. I'm pretty sure there's like 60 animes out this season, so 8 of 60 is not, we're not there yet. And sadly, I think I'm watching more of the better ones right now rather than some of the worst ones. But either way, nonetheless, if you like the video, make sure to like the video. I always say it at the end, but this time I'm saying at the start. If you like, smash that like button with that your huge Benoy muscles, of course, your fluffle muscles. Poke it, boop it really hard with those little nubs that you have. Your little nub hands, you little fluffle. You fluffle, you have nubs for hands. How's it feel? How's it feel to have nubs? Nubs. Oh, wait, sorry, didn't mean to pull that out. Nubs for hands. Nubs for hands. Anyway, so let's get into it. If you didn't like the video, just like whatever, you know, comment. Make sure to comment which animes you've seen. Comment any animes that you think from hearing me speaking about them that you want to watch. I would like to hear discussion. I want to hear you talk about animes down below. Whether it's the stuff that I talk about here, the animes you're watching now, or the hot takes you may have. Whether it be agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. Who knows? I want to hear it. That's all that matters. I just want to hear it. I want to hear you speak. Anyway, okay. So the first anime that I've seen this season and was the one that was definitely the hard hitter, the biggest hitter. And there's going to be black borders. It's going to be a little ugly because it's not precise editing. I'm not editing. This is all done live, baby. Live. We're doing it live. So the little picture I'm about to put up, it's a little ugly. Ignore the black bars. Ignore them, okay? Ignore them. They're not special. Just ignore them. um Basically it's solo leveling. It is probably the most hyped up anime of this season. It's ones that I heard a lot of people were super excited about to hear that it's getting adapted, and it's one that I was going into with very high expectations. And so far, watching the first two episodes, it is very slow. You can kind of tell it's a good anime because the animation style is well. So like it's not superb, it's not Jujutsu Kaisen, it's not like, you know, Dragon Maid, very pretty, you know, like it's not a very pretty, very vibrant, very unique style. It's kind of like your typical style, a little above average is how I would describe it. It's not, so far I haven't seen any insane fight scenes. So far none of the characters have really piqued my interest. Um the characters have been very, like, most of the characters that we see so far have been very realistic of like how you would act in a life or death situation and stuff like that. And you know, and the main characters likable. They're the only thing that you know, feels bad about this so far is, of the first two episodes, the main character is very shit. They are not strong. They are piss poor weak. And I mean, obviously this is a type of anime where they start off really, really weak and then they get super, super strong. But so far we've seen two episodes, and you know, honestly, two episodes of a weak protagonist isn't the worst. I mean, Naruto probably went like 152 episodes being weak. The only problem is they feel very, like, I don't know, it's not the best. So far it's a little slow. I've been told that the third episode is when it is going to explode and go really good, but right now we're only on episode 2 so far, and this is supposed to be one of the bigger hurdles. Right now it's feeling mid. Right now it's feeling mid, but I know by the end of it it's probably going to be good. I mean, you have to have good pacing, good flow, good story, and right now they're basically plopping down the basis of the story, and we're about to watch the main character, you know, become strong. So my thoughts on solo leveling right now, it's you know, everyone who's read the manga was super excited that it's getting an adaptation and that it's going to be one of the really good ones and that it's going to be really good and everyone should watch it. Right now it's a little mid, but you know, most things that are hyped up most of the time end up being good. I mean, I know it was literally the same exact thing with like Chainsaw Man, where I mean, Chainsaw Man sounded so fucking stupid, but Chainsaw Man ended up actually being worth the hype, and it was really good. It was really funny. I really liked it. It actually was one of the things that made me get into reading manga again. Was Chainsaw Man, and you know, I don't like what they ended up doing with it, but I did like the anime. I thought it was really well made. I thought it was really funny at times, and I, you know, I don't know, the characters were all really likable. And I'm assuming we're gonna reach the same way with this solo leveling. So it's something to be on the lookout for. See, you know, this one, keep it on your radar. Right now it's a little bit of a slow start, but I feel like this one will probably be good, because you know, most things that are hyped up end up being worth the hype. As you know, I know everyone wants to be like the main character, the main protagonist, and be all edgy and cool and be like, I don't like anything mainstream. Oh, I hate Naruto, you're so cringe. Oh, you like One Piece? Huh, One Piece, more like Bad Piece, Never Ending Piece. Huh. Oh, you liked Attack on Titan? I liked Attack on Titan before it was popular. Oh, you like SAO? SAO's trash. You know, like, everyone loves being that person, but you know, most of the time things that get popular for a reason. And you know, that's something I came to terms with later on in life when I stopped being an edgy teenager. Okay, up next is one that I actually personally enjoy. This is called "'Tis Time for Torture Princess." It's really cute. It's one of those fluffy animes where you kind of just watch to feel good. It is, you're not gonna watch this for any fantastical fighting. You're not gonna watch this for any insanely immense hyper plot. You're going to watch this because it feels good to watch. You get smiles, you get a little bit of a giggle. It is that anime where it is just warm feelings in your tummy. It basically is the same shtick over and over again, just in a different way, with a very, very, very good art style. This animation is so nice. It's so pretty. It reminds me so much of like Kobayashi Dragon Maid. It's like a very, very pretty and well-made art style. And it's just one of those funny shtick animes where it's like, so basically, to sum this up, it's basically they're torturing a princess in kind ways, pretty much. And one of the funniest parts is, so they torture her for information, and whenever she gives the information, the Demon King just doesn't want to use it or wants something else. So it's funny, and it ends up doing a repetition cycle, and it's cute, and it's warm, and it's fuzzy, and I like it a lot. And it has an ASMR scene in it, and you know we like that ASMR. So you know, with the first scene, literally the first scene being ASMR, how could you complain? How could you not go for it? So if you're the type of person that just wants to have a nice comfort anime where it's just nice for the heart, nice for the stomach, nice for the eyes. You're not gonna get fine dining. You're not getting Jujutsu Kaisen here. You're not getting like Hunter x Hunter. You're not getting like a super in-depth anime. It's just a nice Dragon Maid anime, but with even less plot than Dragon Maid. It's cutesy, it's funny, and going right up next into the cutesy and funny, Villain's Day Off. I love this one. This one's great. This is another one where it's just a funny anime. We might end up actually seeing fight scenes in this, but it is so relatable. I can understand this so well. Villain's Day Off, Mr. Villain's Day Off. I love it. It is great. It is wonderful. It is so far probably, it might even be my favorite anime this season. It is just basically, so you have a job. Your job is you're the top villain that's going to kill all of humanity and take over Earth. And when you have your day off, you should avoid work at all costs. Do not do anything relating to your work. And so basically, Mr. Villain will avoid fighting he'll avoid work, he'll avoid destroying Earth, he'll avoid fighting any enemies. He just wants to enjoy his day off and take it to the fullest. And doing so, he finds his love for pandas, and it is just really cute. He ends up being, honestly very nice, and evens up being nice to the people that he fights against. And so it's just a really cute thing. It's very funny. It's another one of the heartwarmings. I don't think the animation style is as good as the "'Tis Time for Torture Princess," but he still looks hot. He kind of looks like Dr. Doofenshmirtz when he goes all evil mode. But, like, he can't always be a 10 out of 10. Sometimes you have to get, like, a gigantic scarecrow nose and flex on people with how big your nostrils are. I would know I'm lacking a nose. So I like it. It's definitely one of my favorite animes. It's not a super in-depth lore kind of anime. It's another one of those feel-good, silly, warm animes where you're not going to have tragedy. You're not going to have, like, despair. You're not going to have insane connection moments. And if you do, it would be it's just going to be a nice anime to watch, a sweet one. One that is a soul anime. Slice it like you're not watching K-On! For the plot, or Lucky Star for the plot. You're watching it because it's a feel good kind of anime. That's what this one is. Now up next, this one was so funny. This one is called "My One Shot Ability is Too Strong for the..." No, wait, hold on. What is it called actually? "My Instant Death Ability is So Overpowered." That is the name of this anime. It is so ironic. It is so funny. It is like, I went into this thinking it was just going to be one of those really powerful isekai animes, and it is one of those so powerful isekai animes, but this one is just completely random. It is like out of this world. It is like so unbelievably random. Like, you'll go from fantasy setting to like Japanese setting to like just like characters acting goofy, silly. It's just like, it feels like a shitpost anime. It feels like Gintama, where it's one of those animes where it's just like, you're like, what kind of drugs did the creator do before doing it? Like, it's like you'd never guess what's going to happen next. It's always just insanity after insanity. Like, the main character's insane. They're just sleepy, and they're funny. They don't have the most sense. They have this stereotypical friendship sweet girl next to them, and it like you get right into the action. You get into it immediately, and it is just, I don't know, it's cute. I like it. It's definitely, if you don't like lol random, you might not like this one. This one is, I would kind of describe this as a Gintama type of anime, where it is just, it feels like you're asking what the fuck is going on. Like there's so many random moments in this one. It's funny. I like that. I find that type of humor very funny. Um and I personally like this one. Once again, it is called My Instant Death Ability is So Overpowered. And I liked it. I like it. It's I personally like it. I know it won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I do enjoy it. I liked it. Up next we have Gushing Over Magical Girls. This one would probably be one of my hotter takes of anything. Well, I wouldn't say hot take, but like, even covering this, some people might be like, what why are you covering this? Why are you even showing? So this is a magical girl anime, except it's horny. That's pretty much what it is. So, you know, I mean, magical girls are typically in high school or middle school or stuff like that. So it's that taboo trope of younger, you know, there's stuff that would get you canceled on Twitter if you're a content creator. It is very pretty. I'll give it that. The animation is very nice. It is very pretty. It's definitely not something you'd ever want to be caught watching ever. There are honestly some funny moments in it, though it is a topic that would make a lot of people very, very uncomfortable, because a lot of the characters in it do look younger, even if they, in the magical books of, you know, like they always say, well the characters are 18 plus, you know, just that label to keep everything safe. Like, this anime literally has an uncensored version, so, you know, whatever stance you go on, whether you're the type to like this anime or not, it exists. Some people are gonna hate it. This is one of those ones where you're either gonna hate it or you're gonna love it, and those of you that love it, you'll look down upon, so just keep that in mind. I think it's cute. I can understand why people very much don't like it, and you know, if you like it, good for you. So the main, I actually, okay, so there's a few reasons why I actually do like this anime. I really, really, really like the design of the main character, and I think it's like, I think it's a really cute concept. Basically, the concept of this anime is there's this loner girl in whatever school setting that they're put in, and she is obsessed with magical girls, and she just wants to be friends with them, and some of them are in her class, and they're just like, you know, she just adores them. And so she thought it was finally her time to become a magical girl when one of those mascots came over, but it turns out she was chosen to be a villainess. She was chosen to be a villain. And basically she is put in the position of torturing, quote unquote torturing, the magical girls that she adores. You know, and so her character is very shy. She's honestly very sweet. She always waters flowers, but she has, like, basically, once she starts getting into it, she becomes more of a sadistic type of character, which I'm a very big fan of sadism. So animation style, very nice. Character designs, they're pretty cute. They're very good. The thing that would definitely push this down into never watch this ever is the fact that this is a school type setting, and a lot of people can be very uncomfortable with school type settings. So if you're going to watch this anime, watch this at your own volition. You know, go into this full well knowing that this is basically a sussy anime about schoolgirls, anime girls, which can definitely make a lot of people very, very uncomfortable, especially if that's not exactly what you're into or can handle or stuff like that. So full warning, full clarity, this may not be your cup of tea. But if it is, then I feel like you're gonna be eating good with this one. Up next we have something that's not technically an anime. It's called Hazbin Hotel. It's finally out. It's out on Prime Video. And it's something that people have been looking forward to for 2 to 3 years. The creator has gone into drama as well over the past few years. I believe it was all about criticism and stuff like that, and maybe mistreating people. I don't know. I didn't dive too deep into that when it came up and stuff. I just know that the creator gets clowned on a lot, but you know, not all, you know, you don't always have to judge the artist. Sometimes you can just enjoy the art itself. And I think Hazbin Hotel, I like it. I like a lot of characters. I really like Alistair. They have a soft spot in my heart. I feel like a lot of the comedy can be funny. I think the only parts that are not, like, it's this show teeters between cringe and funny. There's a lot of like the Disney styled sing-alongs that happen randomly, you know, songs being spewed back and forth. I think the main character is very, very cringe, sometimes unbearably so, but you know, they're the cutesy type. It's just like they kind of feel like a one-tone type of character where it's like they only care. Maybe once we get farther into the anime or the show, I don't think it's technically an anime, maybe the characters develop, maybe they get a little better, maybe there's gonna be stuff going on. But one of the things that I think is the most PogChamp about this, the thing that's the most cool, is the fact that an indie creator, an indie artist, ended up signing with Amazon Prime, which just shows how far animators have come, that shows how far artists can come, and shows the potential, the horizon, and like, you know, you can just dash past all expectations and you can become a big creator. You can have your own shows, you can have your own things. This shows that you can be an independent artist, you can be an indie, you can be starting from nothing and end up signing with Amazon, signing with probably Netflix in the future. You have potential, and I think this is like a bright shining star that, like, keep on working on, keep on keeping on, just keep going, because you can definitely make it. You can see it, you can do it. I believe in you. Up next, I only saw one episode of this so far. It is called Bucchigiri. It's fucking weird. It's really weird. It is so weird. It is so weird. Let me just show you some of the, like, this is, I believe, like, I can't even tell you if it's a boy love or not. It feels like it's like a boy love, but the main character's horny for girls, but all the boys are horny for the boy. And it's like, it's a fighting anime, but it's like a really weird, it's just weird. It's so weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I watched one episode. The episode literally ended with the main character screaming, "I want to lose my virginity." And then the big muscle man goes into him and he punches this guy who just talked about how he's going to beat the shit out of him because he's touching his little sister. So it's a wild ride of emotions. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely an anime that I'm going to have to take like 2 or 3 more episodes. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. It's weird. It's set in a weird world space. It's set in a weird, like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't have enough descriptions about it. It's just, all I can say is it's weird. And that's what I was saying while I was watching it too. Like, I was watching this one with Shizu, and Shizu was the one who told me to watch it, by the way. And it's just it's so weird. I don't know how to describe it. You'll just have to watch it if you're curious. It's a fighting anime that might be a boy love, that might not be a boy love, and there's genies. That's all I got. If it sounds interesting to you, go for it. Watch it. Enjoy it even. This one might not be my cup of tea, but I'll still give it a shot. It was probably my least favorite out of all of these. Granted, I pretty much like all of these on the list. This one's the lowest one on my rating bar. And then up last is Villainous Level 99 gets a new key visual. It is it's another isekai. It's another isekai. Actually, I think it's just called Villain Level 99. I don't think gets a new key visual as a part of the title. It's just Villainous Level 99. It is one of those animes where, you know, you get isekai and then they go max level when everyone else is level 1. It's your cookie cutter, just like isekai, feel good, strong protagonist, but it's another one of those tropes where instead of the protagonist, they're technically the villainous, but because they're the villainous, they don't want to do it. Like, okay, it starts off from a video game. It's a video game, and the person that was isekai played the video game, so they know the video game. They end up becoming the villainous, and because they know that they'll die to the main character, They just want to avoid the main character. They just want to live their life peaceful and they don't want to worry about it. So it's just that. It's been done before. I still like this one a lot. I think it's cute. I like the character that the villainess is playing because they just don't care. They don't care. You know, like I like that. That's good. I like that. So it's something that I personally think it's slop, but it's slop that I'll enjoy. It kind of reminds me of that other anime where I think it was the exact same premise except the main character was a guy instead, and they were basically a side character, and they got put into a video game and they ended up just leveling up really high and like kicking the asses of all of the like game protagonists, love interests, and like it was a fun watch. I enjoyed watching it, but the thing about him was the character was a jackass. Like the main character, he was like a smug bitch, you know. This main character is more of a don't care. Like they're not mean, they don't care. So it's gonna be a different kind of take on the same thing that I've seen before, which I'm excited for. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a fun watch, and I think it'll be another one of those isekais where it's just like the main character is OP and they're OP from the start. So it is what it is. Like she's already max level and everyone else is level 1. I mean, what do you think they're gonna do? But those are all of the animes that I have seen so far. I've seen about 2 episodes of each of them, except for the Bucchigiri one, the really, really weird one. And that's because at the time it wasn't out yet, and I don't think I would have been able to handle another episode of that, even if there was one out. But I've seen at least 2 episodes of every single one of the other ones, and I like pretty much all of them. I think I'm starting off strong. I think I've watched some of the better ones. I don't think I've watched any of the bad ones yet. Bucchigiri might be one of the bad ones, but you know, everyone has their own taste on anime, and yours is probably gonna be different than mine. So there's some of these that you're probably not gonna like. I tried describing them spoiler free as best as I could. So if it seems like something that you'd be into, you know, you'd there, then give it a watch, give it a like, give it a listen, give it a watch. You know. That was my quick update on, you know, anime and stuff like that. This commentary video might technically go up past 12 because I don't think it'll finish like uploading in time. So technically I missed a day, but I didn't actually because I recorded it today. It's just 11:37 p.m. So it's a little late, but I was busy. I promise I was busy. I definitely wasn't playing Wizard 101. I definitely wasn't playing Wizard 101. Stop lying. Stop looking. Stop. No. Didn't. No. Believe me. Believe me. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Do I have anything else? What do I have? I have Angie face. I have Angie face. And then I think I have this. What do I do here? Oh, I'm just holding my arms. I have a carrot. I think I have the animations, but I don't think they're playing. Yeah, I don't have them up. Anyway, yep. That's it. That's the video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was if it wasn't what's it called, educational, then hopefully it was entertaining, or vice versa. At least hopefully you got something out of the video. Once again, comment what anime you're looking forward to, or comment either your hot takes, or if you disagree with me, or you don't disagree with me. If you agree with me, I want to hear it. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm looking at you, Lewis. I want to hear what you think, Lewis. Okay, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.